This is a reminder that celebrating Christmas is not halal, putting up a Christmas tree is not halal, wishing people a happy Christmas or a Merry Christmas is not halal, putting up red, white, and green lights or clothing or decoration is not halal.
Seeing a trend.
Attending Christmas parties is also not halal. Giving people gifts or presents on Christmas is also not halal. Drinking eggnog is actually halal, unless you're doing it to imitate the non-Muslims. The reason for all of this is that the Prophet ﷺ, he said, "Man tashabbaha biqawmin fahuwa minhum," that whoever imitates a people, then he is one of them. So as a Muslim, you should be confident in your religion. Be proud that you are a Muslim. Don't try to be someone that you are not.
Pubic hair beards, halal.
Apparently.
And I get it. It's their religion and halal and not halal. Of course, they don't have to celebrate Christmas. But I didn't know that wearing red and green was not halal.
I didn't know that.
And white has to red, green, and white.
Yeah.
You know what? You can still be a Crip, though.
Yes, you can.
There you go.
You still wear blue.
I guess it's also fine to be a Latin king. You can be.
Oh, I don't know what they wear.
I think they wear gold and yellow.
I thought it was wife beaters.
Didn't he just like, he said that you couldn't imitate, you become like who you imitate. You just imitated like a TikTok influencer.
Yes.
Oh, hello. It is Wednesday, December 25th, 2024, Christmas Day. And I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Well, Merry Christmas to everybody except to the Grinch in the clip that I'm going to be putting at the beginning of this video. Have a very un-Merry Christmas to him. And Happy Hanukkah to all my Jewish friends, and happy winter solstice, Yuletide, greetings to all of my pagan, heathen / Wiccan friends, and happy holidays to everybody. And let's see, I'm going to be driving because I need to get the heck out of here. So I haven't gotten all that out of the way. There's something I want to talk about that just a warning. I need to watch my traffic here. Just a warning to everybody. I just went to Christmas lunch and then over to a casino, actually, for a little get-together. And I parked in a spot that I usually don't park to go to this particular casino. And no, I'm not in Vegas. Let's see, I need to watch my traffic as I go to merge on to the highway here. Okay, but anyways, I parked in a spot, an out-of-the-way spot that I usually don't park, an area that I usually do not park in when I go to this particular establishment. And it was over by, it's actually a casino and hotel, or motel. And I parked over quite a ways away to the, in front of the motel. And when I went over there to park, as I was parking in front of this room, there were lots of parking spaces in front of this hotel. This guy was standing out in front of his hotel room and just mean mugging me like crazy. Just as I had pulled up, the car next to me, a young Latino woman had gotten in the car next to me. She'd come out of that hotel room and got in the car next to me and then was pulling out just as I was pulling into the space next to the car, next to her as she was pulling out. And this guy standing out in front of the hotel room looked like, he was just staring at me like with a predatory look that I haven't seen in a while. And just a look of pure evil, and like a shark, like a shark eye, and just staring at me. You know how a lot of people they'll look at you and they'll smile and then look away or whatever. This guy didn't do that. And he looked like your stereotypical Latin American, like Venezuelan or Guatemalan cartel member, or like a Mexican cartel member, with all the gang tattoos, the whole bit. And you know how the stereotype is. And so I sat there doing my thing after I turned my vehicle off. And I was like, you got a problem with me, buddy? And then it got to the point to where I got spooked, and I don't spook very easily. So I started my vehicle and moved to another part of the parking lot away from there. After the guy had gone into the room, well, he was staring at me. He was clearly, for several minutes. If you want to know what the kind of look I'm talking about is like, watch the movie Goodfellas, where Robert De Niro is sitting at the bar and he's eyeing up this guy, Marty, or is it Morty, whom he later kills. He murders him later on in the movie. And it's the scene where they start playing, what was it? I think it was Sunshine of Your Love, something like that, in the background. But it was De Niro sitting there, because he was plotting to kill this person. That's the look this guy was giving me. And then he goes into the hotel room, and as soon as he goes in the hotel room, I see the curtains move to the side just a little bit, and I see him looking out, watching me again. So at that point I was like, oh, screw this, I don't need this crap. So I started my vehicle, moved it down to another spot in the parking lot, away from that area, and then I got out of my vehicle, went into the casino and everything, and couldn't get back out after the event was over, back out to my vehicle. I actually had somebody, I walked one of the people to their car, whom I was meeting for this Christmas event, and then had them, somebody I know well, drive me to my vehicle. And I told him what was going on, and I couldn't get out of there fast enough. But as we were walking out of the casino, heading towards our vehicles, suddenly, like, this whole group of what were obviously Latin American gangbangers, and you could tell they were coming into the casino. And so we passed them by and we got out of there. Yes, that spooked me. Couldn't get out of there fast enough. And then I drove away from the casino and went to another parking lot far away where I started recording this video. So, what I want to talk about, the takeaway from that is that as a PSA, a public service announcement, and just a reminder about the gift of fear. And there is a book out there by Gavin de Becker called The Gift of Fear. And it talks about not ignoring your instincts and your gut feelings, and that fear is actually a gift. It's a survival mechanism. So I just want to remind everybody, if you're out and about, look around you, keep your wits about you, be aware of your surroundings at all times, and if something is telling you that something is wrong, if your instincts are telling you that something is wrong or somebody's looking at you the wrong way or any of that, follow your gut instinct. Because I've heard quite a few stories recently of people who didn't follow their gut instinct and either lived to regret that they hadn't, or they didn't live to regret it because they were murdered. And I think the closer and closer we get to DJT retaking the White House on January 20th, I think a lot of these illegal migrants, you know, these illegal aliens, and the, you know, these organized criminals and stuff, like in Tren de Aragua and these other, you know, and the Mexican cartels and stuff like that. The closer we get to that, to January 20th, the more paranoid these people are going to be and the more violent they're likely to be, because they know that they're likely to now be facing mass arrest and deportation and all that. They know what's coming. And I don't know what was going on with that guy in the hotel, but clearly he did not like me being there for whatever reason. I don't know if he thought I was a cop pulling up or some you know, like SWAT or ICE or something like that, or an undercover cop pulling up, because maybe they're in there dealing drugs. Maybe he's wanted. Maybe they got prostitution going on in there or something like that. Who knows? But he was clearly a member of one of these Latin American gangs, and he did not like my presence. To use an unintentional but awesome pun, considering, you know, it's Christmas. You know, presents. But anyways, so that frightened me. You know, it spooked me. It got my awareness up. So much so that I decided to be driving while recording this video, because I wanted to get the hell out of Dodge. Because I don't know if something's about to go down in there. I hope I don't see in the news some shit going on over there. But remember, fear is a gift. It's a gift from God that you were given to ensure your survival and your safety. And don't ignore your fear. And there is nothing cowardly or wrong with being afraid, but ignoring your fear, ignoring those signals, and that's stupid. So I just want to say to everybody out there, be safe, be careful, keep your head on a swivel so it doesn't end up a head on a stick. You know, because these people have also been known to behead people. You don't want that. And but the vibes I was getting from this guy were pure evil, like I hadn't experienced in a long time. I've seen that before, because of, you know, some of my history and all that. The people I've been around, like in my childhood and some other stuff, I recognize the signs of evil. So be safe. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. And see you all later.